Coach, positives, another 30-plus win season, winning Big 12 record, 19 wins. You want to talk about the positives, even though today was a rough day and yesterday?
I'm not going to talk about the positives like the season's over because we're going home tomorrow and we're going to practice and play inter squads and get ready for next weekend. But we had if you want to look at positives, we had a tremendous season with, you guys have no idea what we went through this year with losing guys and that type thing. So if you would have told me at the beginning of the year that we'd be in this position that we're in right now, I'd sign up for that 100 times in a row. So couldn't be prouder of this team and what we've accomplished this season.
Yeah.
Brodie, 1 for 3 today. What do you just think about what the offense can lie around in the NCAA tournament come next weekend? And just to hope that you guys did have an offensive end of having 3 runs in the first inning to start the game. What do you just think can corral you guys to go up against top pitching come next week?
Yeah, just keep being ourselves, keeping our approach. Yesterday's game, obviously, we had 3 hits, so not going to win many ball games doing that, but it was better today. But just being able to get that starting pitcher out and get deeper into the bullpen and just keep hitting the ball. Wasn't really dropping for us. So,
Brodie, discussing the approach. Obviously, this team has feasted on home runs and power hitting for a while, but today was more like what you have to do to get pitchers out. Do you have to go away from one type of hitting to get the other, or can both of them live there?
I would just say just sticking to our approach. We really just focus on hitting the ball up the middle. I mean, if you hit it up the middle, it's just good things are going to happen. So didn't do much of that today. So, but we're going to, like you said, go back, practice, inter squad, and we're not done yet. So,
Coach, you mentioned the injuries, which obviously have been there all year. Any season you can recall that was affected this much by injuries in your career?
In my career, no, not close.
Coach, I guess 2 pitching questions for you. One, what was it about Hamilton that kind of signified to you that he was the guy to be the starter today? And I'm assuming you saw some of those characteristics in the first 3 innings from him. And then also just speak to what Chase and Joseph Fredericks gave you on the back end of this game.
When you get in a situation like this, an elimination game with your tournament hopes on the line, you want to give the ball to the guy that is bought in, that's going to give you 100%. Ham's been great all year. He's been positive. He's pitched in different roles, so we knew he was only going to go 3 or 4 innings. Full Coach Mays would have been smarter to take him out after 3, but he didn't. He literally pitched really well. Kudos to them. I actually thought we hit the ball better throughout the course of the game than they did. We hit a lot of balls in the middle of the game that were really hard that got caught. They hit all their hard hit balls in 1 inning. But over the course of the game, I thought our approach going against their guy was good today. We knew how good he was. We faced him 2 weeks ago, but I thought we just gave him too many free passes in that 7-run inning. But, yeah, I thought our approach was good. I think this is I'm going to leave here positive about our offense because I thought today, we only got 3 hits yesterday. We got 3 hits in the first 4 hitters today. So we made some adjustments with the approach, and they bought in and executed the plan, and we just didn't get them to fall.
I guess you had one other option you could have for pitching if you tried to bring Derek back a little bit earlier. Just what went into that decision? Was that seriously considered?
If I didn't feel really confident that we were going to play next weekend, you would have saw Derek Clark today. But it's a pretty good feeling to think that you still have next weekend to play. So if that's the case, it's a lot harder to win this 10-team tournament than it is a 4-team regional. And the next step in the progression of West Virginia baseball, I think, is to win a regional. So I would have never told these guys on the front end that we're doing that. But, that was always in my mind that we need Derek and Switalski to be fresh for next weekend because we have to try and win a 4-team tournament, even though if you looked in our dugout, you saw Derek put his cleats on in about the 5th inning and tapping me on the shoulder and just annoying the crap out of me, but that's what makes him what he is. But, yeah, I'm going to if I didn't think we were playing next weekend, we wouldn't go home and practice tomorrow, but we're going to go home and practice tomorrow and keep Derek and Switolski right on their rotation schedule.
Other questions?
Coach, what's it like to have a catcher like Save, just, giving advice to a lot of the veteran key guys on your pitching staff, and let alone just for him to be comfortable come next week?
Yeah, he's one of the guys we talked about, missed 20 games early on. And, if this team that we have now would have been together the whole season, we had a chance to have a really, really good record. JJ went down for 25 games, and when Kress filled in for him, he got hurt within a couple of days of that, and he missed 10 or 12 games, and a lot of other guys did. So now that we're healthy and we're going to be rested from not having to play 5 or 6 games this week, in hindsight, sometimes that's the best thing for you, is to not stress your team out during this week. It's hard, man. It's hard to I don't know what time you got up this morning. I got up at 5 to play baseball. And if you have to do that 2 or 3 days in a row in this tournament and play a bunch of elimination games, that's stressful on your team. So we're going to leave here thinking maybe in hindsight this is the best thing for us, that we get this extra rest.
Anything else? Good? Thank you, guys. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.